You don't work hard enough. You spend your entire life working, but it's not enough. Are we like joking? Like it's just such a you. It's just like I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate you, Kevin O'Leary. I hate you. This segment I meant to show you guys a couple days ago, but we're going to get the chance to do it now. Content warning, Kevin O'Leary talking about how you should be satisfied with never spending money anywhere ever. You shall eat the gruel and you shall be satisfied.
My mother, Georgette, taught me, and this really probably flows into why I buy these watches, don't buy crap. She used to only buy one Chanel jacket a year, but a really good one. She loves Chanel. And when she died, there was a cat fight for her clothing amongst the women in my family because they were now vintage Chanels that were worth way more than what she paid for them. So most people, you go look in your closet, it's full of crap you don't need. You bought crap that you just don't wear. You wore it once and it's just crap. Don't buy the crap. Buy the good stuff and just buy less of it. My mother, Georgette, taught me, and this really...
What's up with the seizure lights in the background? Okay, so can I say, she only used to buy one Chanel jacket a year, but a really good one. Can I just like, let's just go to the Chanel website. Let's just go to the okay, jackets. Jacket, vest. This is the spring 2026 collection. Let's see a jacket that I would want potentially. Let's see. Oh, we're getting a little artistic with it. Let's go back up. Maybe some of these are a little too exaggerated for me. Yeah, let's go lesbian core. Yeah. Oh, it's only $6,800. Yeah. It's, honestly, it's only $6,800. I think everybody can afford $6,800 a year on one jacket. It's one jacket, Michael. How much could it cost? Huh? Well, maybe this one, guys, wait, I'm probably being unfair. Maybe that was just a particularly expensive jacket. Let me pick one that looks a little uglier. That maybe, would be, like this one's got to be pretty cheap, right? It's just two colors, like how expensive. There's not even buttons on this one. So like, it's got to be pretty cheap, right? Let's see. See, guys, it was cheaper. It's only $4,500. It's only $4,500, guys. You can't afford one of these jackets a year. Kevin O'Leary thinks you should be able to just stop buying garbage and just buy one of these jackets a year. I just don't understand how this is so difficult for you guys. I just don't get it. It's pretty fucking affordable if you ask me. It's actually pretty fucking affordable if you ask me. That's a few months rent. No. No, I don't think so. Personally, I don't think so. Yeah, I personally just think that it's a skill issue and you guys are, if you have to starve for every meal to get a Chanel jacket, then that's what you have to do. Then grow up. Okay? Yeah, if you add up the usual 45 jackets I buy every year, I can afford this. Because everybody's buying 45 shitty $100 jackets a year. Are you guys not buying 45 jackets a year for $100 each? Because if you, then it all, the math adds up there. Oh my fucking God. Well, there was this interview and I don't know why it's making the rounds because I'm pretty sure this is like an older interview. Holy sections. Oh my God. The ice cream store that changed my life. Can anyone be an entrepreneur? What I learned from working with Steve Jobs. It's all just like a scam. This is like top 10 things you get told right before you get offered a timeshare. Okay, where's the... Okay, here we go. So I think it's one of these. I'm sorry, I have to have some of the dribble.
Off the floor. And I didn't want her to see me on my knees with a scraper. It was bad for my brand. I was in high school. And she said, no, you have to do it. And I said, you hired me as a scooper.
Crazy to say that when he's on his knees all the time for APAC.
We're not a scraper. She said, how about you're fired? And I didn't know what that meant. And it was the defining moment for me because I realized there's two kinds of people in the world. There's people that own the store, and there's people that scrape the shit off the floor. And you have to decide who you are. And I'm not saying being an employee is a bad thing, not at all. But for me, it
is incredible to watch the capitalist brain and the capital owner brain try and live in this world where you should respect the labor of the laborers. And also you're either the shit scraper or the boss. And I'm not going to be the fucking shit scraper. I'm not scraping no shit. You're going to be this. But like, we respect, our employees. Sure, we're a family. It's like, dude.
It hit me. It just hit me.
Kevin, there's a present for you. We give a present to all of our guests.
Really?
Underneath that black.
Can I open it?
You can open it.
I just take this off? Oh, look at that.
It's poop for him to scrape. Okay. Why do you wear two? Oh my God, I hate rich people so much. I really hate rich people so much. I hate the rich people that don't recognize that so much of being rich is luck, and so much of being rich, so many rich people are only rich because of circumstance. Like, it truly makes me so and they're like, you just gotta grind. You just gotta be on your grind set. I hate them. God. Okay, sorry. It's also what a crazy worldview to have. Like, let's say you did grind and that's why you became a millionaire or whatever. I wouldn't, why would you want to, pull the ladder up behind you? It's so bizarre. Like, you want to live in a world where the only universe where, poor people or disabled people or immigrants or old people or people with chronic illnesses, those people better have someone in their life that will grind on their behalf. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. It's just so, ugh. All right. That's not what I was going to do. The 5 love languages of money. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much. Crazy. It's crazy. I think it was this one.
In the camp that you shouldn't spend money on the small things, like the coffee. If you don't need it, you should make the coffee at home. Is that kind of...
I can't stand it when I see kids that are making 70 grand a year spending $28 for lunch. I mean, that's just stupid. It's just, think about that in the context of that being put into an index and making 8 to 10% a year for the next 50 years.
What's an index for someone that doesn't?
So, okay. I mean, I even built an app for this purpose just so I could, there's many apps out there, you don't have to use mine. Mine's called Bean Stocks, but you just allocate 15% of your salary and it automatically puts it into 2 buckets, some stocks and some bonds. The stocks are ETFs, exchange traded funds that just track the S&P 500. Very simply. Mine's
the S&P 500 is the top 500 stocks.
Yeah. And so it's just, people that tell me, I can beat the S&P, I can pick stocks. They're so full of crap. Not over the long period they can. So it's better, you might as well just own ETFs. I have a version of the S&P that I designed with other people that strips out all the crappy balance sheets. But that's just me. You can just buy the index that you want, the ETF. And then you pay low fees. And then over time it appreciates. And then if you buy some treasury bills or fixed income, you get that. You should have less of those when you're young and more than when you're older. That's just diversification. But the best test I do with my kids' friends too, go into a closet, go into your closet and look at how much shit you have you don't wear. Because you either bought it because you thought you were going to wear it and never wore it or wore it once, and you end up wearing 20% of your portfolio all of the time, and 80% you pissed away.
Okay. So can we just talk about a couple things really quickly? First of all, portfolio is crazy. Second, there truly is no better way to come off like an out-of-touch douchebag piece of shit than repping 2 watches. Third, how much money does he think people are spending on the clothes in their closet? Like, what? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've bought expensive shoes before and I'm like, okay, these heels are going to last me. They're expensive. They should be great. And then they fucking suck ass. It's a really nice brand. It costs a lot of money. I'm like, okay, great. And they suck and they're uncomfortable and I never wear them. So this idea, it's well, you're just not buying quality. It's listen, sometimes the name does not guarantee, and how much you spent on it doesn't actually guarantee that you're going to wear it more or that it actually is nice. Just for really quickly, for starters, there's stuff that I've gotten thrifting for $10 and it is a staple of my wardrobe that anytime I have $20 pants, I have multiple $20 pants that are so nice that I'm I just want to wear those all the time. So price does not indicate necessarily quality, okay? And name brand doesn't necessarily indicate quality either. What indicates quality is whether or not the materials for what, okay, this is a common misconception that anything that's polyester is bad. No, No. Just like there is high quality and low quality cotton, there is high quality and low quality synthetic fibers. And there are lots of instances where synthetic fibers actually are better than the non-synthetic or like natural version or whatever. It's just that most polyester is pretty bad. Most polyester is pretty shit. It's not an inherent. There are some pieces that I have that have some blend of polyester in them, and they still look brand new, and I've had them for like 5 years. So polyester is not, it's not just like a one size fits all, like anything that's polyester is terrible. No. Just like cotton gets like a good rep, overly good rep, by the way. And not all cotton is the same. And you should not treat all cotton the same. Some cotton is very low quality and it sucks and it's not breathable. And this is also when it matters to think about what material you're wearing for what particular piece. But yeah, no, cotton is not. There are a couple of rules that I would say. There's like this one YouTuber. I don't know that I would remember her channel name right now. But when you're looking for clothes, first of all, any fast fashion is going to suck. It's probably not going to last. As someone who's participated in the fast fashion industry, I've only ever gotten like 2 pieces from fast fashion that have lasted a good amount of time. Your best bet really is like thrifting for most things, in my opinion, if you want to get stuff that does last. But what about denim? I mean, I'm not sure. Yeah, but we should probably get off polyester because it's basically the petroleum industry. It dumps plastic into our oceans. I mean, I would say that like if there was anywhere that petroleum was used that was actually beneficial, it'd probably be in clothes before anything else. Because like energy, for example. Okay, I'm not going to get into the. We're getting into so many different details. I just wanted to talk about fashion for one moment. There's this video, or there's this YouTuber that talks about how to tell if something is good quality or not. And there's usually signs that you can tell that an article of clothing is going to be good quality or not. So one very easy tell is whether or not the zipper is smooth or if it's like crunchy. Have you guys ever gotten pants or gotten a sweater or whatever and it's got a zipper and the sweater is like the zipper sucks? If they're skimping out on the zipper, the rest of it's probably shit. If the zipper is smooth as butter, then they are not skimping out on the things that people won't care about. And there's a lot of small stuff like that when you're looking at clothes and when you're looking at what you think will last a long time, you should find the things that they're most likely to skimp on and see if they did or not. Like a zipper. Are Gymshark and Young LA any good clothing? I don't know. Thrifting is becoming worse and worse because of fast fashion though. Yeah, but you can look at the brand name for fast fashion. Like if it's H&M, Zara, Forever 21, Shein, like what, Rama, if it's any one of those, then just like I don't buy those articles of clothing. Like I literally don't. I see that and I'm like, nope. So if I ever pick something up and I kind of like it, I check the brand, and those are just brands I just don't buy. I just don't. Because they are deceptively nice until you actually wear them a couple times and then they suck. I like Zara styles though. Some Zara pieces are good. Most of them are not. Fashion lessons from Denims, I get everything. No, I'm serious. And this is stuff that will like actually improve your life. That isn't go buy a Chanel jacket once a year. I don't know if I can. Let me see. Maybe I'm subscribed to her YouTube channel and I can find it. I found it. I found her page. Jennifer Wang. And she has like a lot of great breakdowns on how to tell if stuff is shit. So like, let me see this. Maybe it's this one.
Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch.
This is one of her meme videos. No, it's not that. Oh, I think maybe this one.
This is why you can't trust brand name. For example, Zimmerman. I love the drama of these pieces, and I love the color palette as well. But what is this shirt? Who said it was okay to use dollar store flowers? And it's such a waste because that body material is silk and linen. But look me in the eye and tell me these don't look like they're from the dollar store. To be fair, they were attached with stitches instead of glue. But still. And it cost us $700. This here is my personal pet peeve. When the straps are tacked on like an afterthought. This is not flattering. And it's lazy pattern making. I did really like these pom-poms though. Can you tell there's a seam here? This is excellent precise sewing. Okay, we're gonna go in close and look. There is a seam here, but from far away it looks like one continuous sheet of fabric. And this is what makes this dress designer. My favorite way to test if fabric is good quality is to see how it moves. And this just looks beautiful. And of course it's 100% silk and a hefty price too. My point is you have to inspect every single piece instead of blindly trusting brand name.
Like it really is like a
Let's
piece by
review
piece
the
thing.
Anthropology summer collection. Starting with this top with the unfinished hem. Although I like the buttons and I like the pleats, when companies do this, it shows me they don't care about making clothes that last. Because this hem is not gonna last more than a few washes. It's just gonna keep unraveling. This ruffled dress was pretty from afar, but if you look up close, these stitches are quite loose. And
So like basically, and I'm sure that this also applies to a lot of men's fashion stuff. That one's a really good example where if you stretch a fabric at all and you immediately can see the stitches, bad things are happening. That is going to fucking rip. All right. It's going to fall apart in the washing machine. It's going to fall apart when you're wearing it. It's going to fall apart. It's not going to last for a very long time. I don't know if I have a good example right now of like, because I want to show it to you guys. Kind of cool. I couldn't really immediately find one, so I didn't want to leave for too long. But yeah, that's like one good example.
it looks quite messy. I thought this dress was quite cute, the ruching on the front is quite unique, but I couldn't find it on the floor. I thought this dress was quite pretty too. I like how they incorporated the dye pattern into the design. This dress looked good from far away, but when I looked at it up close, it kind of looks like a DIY project. This tweed vest is almost $200, and although the surface of the fabric is quite uniform and smooth, if you look at it up close, you can see all these loose threads just waiting to get snagged. But these are really intricate buttons and they're quite pretty. But it also has a lot of acrylic, so in general, I don't think it's a good investment. In general, this is not.
So this is just like a couple of things to keep in mind. I'll link her page. She has a lot of really good explanations on like what stuff you should look for and what stuff you shouldn't look for. And like you really shouldn't just buy stuff because it's name brand or because they're not name brand or whatever. Maybe this.
Companies who trick people into spending lots of money for hot garbage makes me so angry. And you can tell when they're doing this if their knitwear contains acrylic, because acrylic is meant to look and feel good in store. It's a synthetic designed to mimic cashmere, but as soon as you take this home, wear it a few times, wash it, it's gonna look so old, beat up, and you wouldn't realize you wasted your money. And they know what they're doing because they're highlighting that this sweater contains wool. So they know wool is actually one of the best fibers for sweaters, but wool actually makes up the smallest part of the sweater. So stop getting tricked by these companies.
Also, I will say, like I said, not all synthetic fabrics are treated equally. I know the menswear guy, he's talked about how in suits with men, the inside lining, it's actually better to have, it's the synthetic version of silk. It's better to have that than like buying something that's all cotton, because all that's going to happen is just you're going to get really fucking sweaty wearing that vest. I think it's rayon is actually a really nice synthetic fabric. So this idea that like I just don't like it when people think that all synthetic fabric is just evil and you shouldn't wear it. When there are synthetic fabrics that do their job really well. The other thing I was going to say is, personally, I look at seams, I look at zippers, I look at buttons. Actually, I think it's in the other room, but I'm going to find it because it's actually worth showing. So this is like a great example of something that this is a pair of pants I actually really, really love, but low key, they were not made with love. Because if they were, there wouldn't be such... So, like, here are the pants. I will show you guys. And they're, like, pretty whatever pants, but they actually look pretty... I just love how they stretch on me, and I like how they look a lot. But, check this out. And if I had seen this when I had bought it, I probably wouldn't have kept it, because they're not going to last very long. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this sew job. Like, you see how it's all, like, the stitching is totally correct here? And then here, the stitching is, like, shit. It means that there's, like, no quality control. Can you imagine if you went to the store, you bought a loaf of bread, and then, like, one of them was really good, and then the next one had, like, wood chips in it? You'd be like, dude, I shouldn't, like, get more bread from you. How do I know if it's going to be shit? So, yeah, that's so bad. The machine tension was completely off. It's very level 1 sewing. Yeah, so... there are like things that you can look at that are much better than just like, oh, this is made with polyester. I also like thrifting because when there are certain fabrics that will get really like, they will start to pill. And the easiest way to not find fabrics that pill is to buy thrifted clothes, because if somebody else has worn it a bunch and it hasn't started pilling, it won't pill when you wear it. But anyways, that's all I want to share with you guys on that topic. I don't remember why I got on that topic. Oh yes, for this guy to be like, you guys are just not buying quality. You should just buy. It's like, first of all, let me just say, so many of these companies that are like name brand, they all use the same exact factories, by the way. They just stamp on like Chanel at the end or Gucci at the end. And there is no guarantee that you're actually getting a quality product, even if they say that they're using the right materials. I've been trying to get into fashion chat. I'm wearing a sweater that doesn't pill right now. Pilling is like, it's easier to just explain with an image. Trying to explain it with words is not going to be as effective as just showing a picture. This is what pilling looks like. It's when those like little dots start to form, usually from areas of tension. So like, I know underarms area tends to pill a lot, or like in between your legs on your pants tends to pill a lot. But technically the pilling will happen anywhere that there's a lot of like friction. So yeah, pilling just makes me irrationally mad. But anywho, that's that on that. And like, can I just say, Hassan started wearing suits and now Denims is into fashion. How much influence does that man have? No, I've been getting into fashion for like the past, I would say 2 years. But it's just like a very slow process. Okay? It's a very slow process. I forgot this was all by Kevin earlier. Sorry, my bad. But on the topic, first of all, you're so f***ing out of touch if your mom was literally buying a Chanel jacket every year. Like I'm sorry, you are out of touch. Oh, just have your mom buy you a Chanel jacket every year. Okay, dude, I didn't think about being born into wealth. I should have, oh my God, you're so right. I should have thought to do that. It's like when people are like, just buy, all the people who didn't buy a house right after the housing crisis are idiots. It's like, dude, I should have thought about that when I was like 12 or whatever, and I was in middle school. Dude, I should have thought about, why didn't I invest my 4 pennies into the housing market right after the crash, dude? True. Biggest mistake I've ever made. So true. I love when you do the excursions to other topics. Oh, thanks. Most Americans can't afford a $500 emergency and this f***er is like spewing this bullshit. I know. And then, so the other thing too is like to have the audacity to say this nonsense and then to say like, these Zoomers are buying $28 lunches. It's like, okay. Let's talk about a couple things. First and foremost, we're not going to talk about grocery prices. I'm not saying groceries are more expensive than getting food outside. At this point, they're a little bit cheaper, obviously, and it depends on what you're making, obviously. But let me just say, to assume that people aren't so overworked that they can easily just, make the time to constantly cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner for themselves and then show up for their 8-hour shift and also keep the rest of their life in order and that there are no other responsibilities ever is such a joke. Like, it's just such a fucking joke. All right? Like, it's just so, is he saying 28 is too much or too little? Too much. Like, I'm sorry, dude, especially if you work in a service industry, you are so exhausted and drained by the time you show up home. And God forbid, you have to, like, a lot of these things would be mitigated if you made some money, if your employer wasn't so shit, if customers weren't so shit, if you didn't have to live off of a dual income, if you didn't have to drive. But like, there are so many jobs in this country where you're expected to just be treated like garbage. Go home and be totally good and like get back on your grind set the second you get home. Probably the worst version of this, I had a friend who worked like retail. She worked in like a mall. And she said she would come home from work on like Friday at the end of her work week. Or I think technically her work week ended on Saturday. And she would literally just come home at like 8 p.m. and just cry. Because she was just so exhausted and tired and drained. And she's like, I don't have energy to fucking clean my apartment. I don't have energy to go and make myself dinner or to go and make myself lunch and pack it for tomorrow. Like, I don't have the energy to do that. Like, I'm sorry. I just don't have it in me anymore. Like, what the fuck? Oh, yes, just don't be a human being. Just be a robot that you can wake up at 6 a.m., make yourself breakfast and make yourself lunch, pack your lunch. I hope you work somewhere where there's like a fridge that you can store your lunch. Work and deal with the terrible conditions of work for X amount of time. And let me just say, maybe I just love food too much because I'm a fat bitch when it comes to food. I love food. It is so depressing when all of your coworkers get like some tasty ass lunch, like everyone gets Chipotle or something, and you brought like a protein shake and like a bag of chips or something, or like the saddest sandwich. It's like I just had to clock in like 4 hours or 5 hours, and now everyone else is going to go eat lunch that actually smells and looks good, and I want to hang out with them during my lunch break, and I'm going to eat this depressing ass food. Oh, yay, tuna salad again. Yay. Okay, just be a robot. Just don't be a human being. And then, oh, don't worry, guys. Today I really mixed it up. I brought a salad that's kind of soggy now because it's been sitting there for 4 hours, and a banana. No, guys, I wouldn't want to get Chipotle. No. I wouldn't want that. No. It's the most relatable you've ever been. I mean, I tried bringing, when I was going to school and working at the same time, I tried bringing lunch to school with me, and I tried bringing lunch to work with me. And it's like, by the time it's time to eat the food has gotten kind of soggy. Like, God forbid you bring a salad. You can't bring salads. You can't pack salads. Even if you separate everything, the lettuce gets like wilted by the time it's time to eat it. So then what are your options if not that? You can't bring any food that's like perishable if you don't have a fridge. So like no meat, right? If you like, for example, again, if you go to college, if you go to college and you go to your classes and you don't have a fridge, no chicken, no beef, no meat. No meat. Okay. What is left? PB&J. I don't like PB&Js. I don't like PB&Js. They're not filling, and I don't want to eat a PB&J at the end of like 4 hours of classes. Like it just doesn't give me enough energy. Not filling. Have you guys had a PB&J? It's like 1,000 calories, and I can easily eat like 7 PB&Js right after. L take. Okay, like I said, maybe you guys didn't understand me when I said I'm a fat bitch. Like, I need volume in my food or I will be hungry, okay? I'm sorry, a sandwich this big, it doesn't matter how much peanut butter is in that. I'm not getting full after a sandwich this big. I need volume with my food. I need an actual fucking meal, all right? Okay, so then what else is there to bring with you? Like, literally, the only thing that's left is like a banana that I found was like a banana. And at one point I started bringing a banana and pretzels with me. That's it. That's what I would bring for lunch. I would bring a banana and some pretzels. Yogurt, if you don't have a fridge, yogurt's going to go bad. No, guys, I don't want to get Chinese takeout. I actually just wanted to have this tiny Ziploc of pretzels and this banana I packed. I actually don't want to eat anything else. No. Mm-mm. I don't want to do that. Gruel. Yes. Bag of microwavable popcorn. Dude, popcorn is one of those things that's like fun to eat, but it doesn't actually give you energy. Like, I feel like after I eat popcorn, I just want to like fall asleep. Like, I don't actually get, it doesn't feel like it provides me any energy. More oatmeal. God, no, dude. No. Have you tried holographic meatloaf? Oh, true. So like, those are your options if you don't have a fridge. If you don't have a fridge, you're basically and the jobs I've worked where there was no fridge, there's nothing you like. Again, if I packed my lunch that day, it was a banana and pretzels. If you have a fridge and a microwave, if you work in like an office and you have a fridge and a microwave, I guess you can make sandwiches and you can make like, you can bring like yogurt, and that's like not as bad. But you still have to like make the food ahead of time, right? If you wake up early and then you have an hour commute to your job and then you have to work for 8 hours and then you have an hour commute back, there's like these great TikToks on this shit of like working a 9 to 5. There's this one TikTok that I was thinking of where it's like, it's this dude and he wakes up, he gets ready for work, he goes to work, he shows up, it's already 6 p.m., he showers, it's like 6:45 or like 6:30, he like makes dinner, it's like 7:30, he eats dinner with like one episode of like a TV show, it's already 8 p.m., he like does a load of laundry or like puts the dishes to wash or like does like one other thing, and then it's like, it's already like 9 p.m., it's time to sleep. It's like, oh, okay. Cool. Nice. It's literally me each night. It's like, when are you exactly supposed... Oh, I guess you should have just thought of having an hour less of sleep and wake up an hour early and plan your food and come up with, interesting, tasty food that won't make you feel depressed at work. I don't know. I'm sorry. It makes me so pissed off when I hear this shit. It's like, it's just not realistic. It's not realistic to expect people to never be able to take sick days off, never have vacation time. The only time that they have off is weekends sometimes. And by the way, if you work a job that isn't Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, you don't have weekends. If you work service work, you work weekends. And no social life. And you still have to take care of all the stuff that has to get taken care of, like dishes and laundry, and if anything to do with pets, and basic cleaning and basic maintenance. And your solution is, you know what? You guys are still living too well. You shouldn't be allowed to go out and eat lunch. You don't work hard enough. You spend your entire life working, but it's not enough. Are we like joking? Like, it's just such a f you. It's just like, I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate you, Kevin O'Leary. I fucking hate you.
I mean, that's really stupid. And so for a young person, a young woman or man, don't do that. Start just buy the minimum stuff. And another thing I learned from my mother, this is interesting because I saw it happen at her death. She, would buy 2 Chanel jackets a year.
Oh, she bought 2 Chanel jackets a year. Guys, that's only 10 grand a year. Duh. I work as a server. I do 9 to 5 as a quality control specialist for small fashion brands. This is hitting far too close to home. I'm about to cry. I'm sorry.
Really expensive Chanel jackets, handmade Chanel jackets. I do business with Chanel because of, the legacy of my mother and the whole Coco Chanel thing in watches. I love those guys. And her theory was this will never get old. And it never did. A classic vintage Chanel jacket from the 50s that's well kept is worth a fortune today. The classic, it still wears beautiful.
Literally the only value this guy has to society is if we could Patrick Star Peanut him. Then this guy would provide value in society. As punishment for making everybody else suffer, having to hear him speak, we can throw peanuts at him.
Beautifully. They're so well made. So she wouldn't buy crap. She'd buy really good stuff, but just small amounts of it. And over the years, she'd built up this portfolio.
Oh, it's just 10 grand. Just a small amount of 10 grand.
Of amazing clothing. And when she died, the women in our family had a cat fight over her portfolio. Unbelievable.
Is that in part why you have so many watches? I've noticed you have a watch on either wrist right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty big in watches. I mean, but watches to me, every piece I have marks something in my life that was important. A deal, a child, graduation, something, every piece. I've got a lot of watches.
How many have you got?
I don't even say anymore because of the insurance policy I have. I got a lot.
Do you invest in, you're talking about your mother's investing strategy, and one of the things you said is she invested in dividend stocks.
Yes.
I actually hate him. I have nothing nice to say. I have nothing nice to say about this man. Nothing. I can usually find one nice thing to say about someone. I can't. Nothing. He said deal before birth of his child. Normal. I have no words, man. His mom bought a $15,000 jacket every year, and he's lecturing you for buying a $25 lunch. And again, it wouldn't be a big deal if there was any other metrics involved or anything else to mitigate this. So for example, if people actually were able to take vacation days, if Americans had the type of vacationing that French people had, where they get 17 weeks off or whatever bullshit they've currently burned down half of France for, it wouldn't be such a big deal that you would have to work and grind so much the other days of the year. Or if we had healthcare, or if you worked 4 days a week instead of 5 days a week, or if commuting was just a 15-minute train ride or a 30-minute train ride, or you had public transport, or if any of these things, right? If there was anything to mitigate the amount of effort and time and work people put in, or even the fact if working this hard actually was enough to sustain a family, right? If you could have a household on a single income, then that wouldn't be such a big deal, because you would have one person actually doing all of the things that need to get done anytime you live in a home, and the other person would work outside for income to pay for rent. and like for savings or whatever. But like, because it's feasible that one person works. If you have like 2 people that live in a home, it's feasible for one person to work and the other person makes like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, makes sure that like laundry is always done, dishes are always done, home is always clean, you know, everything is always taken care of, because that becomes a full-time job, right? And then it's like, oh, okay, thank you for packing me my lunch. Great. And you actually get to eat stuff that's good. But like, I'm sorry, in like a dual income household, like, come on, dude, like literally fuck off. I just can't. And then especially in the world where if groceries were substantially less expensive, I would kind of understand. I'd be like, okay. But like, I don't know if you guys have okay, so one such example, if you get like chicken tenders from somewhere, right? Or you get like a chicken sandwich from somewhere, it's at any place you go to, it's probably going to be like at least $10, right? Making it at home, it's not like that's like $1 to make that chicken sandwich. Like a good chicken tender, like let's say it's like a big chicken tender for a sandwich, that on its own is probably like at least $2 or $3, right? Given the prices of chicken. And then the bun is probably like at least another like 30, 40, 50 cents. And then like the sauces and stuff, you can add the sauces and the salad and the tomatoes and everything else. And the pickles, you could probably add at least like another 50 cents to $1. So like maybe it's half the price. If it was like 50 cents to have the food compared to $25, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's real. That's true. But it's not even that way, dude. You mean a chicken burger? No, a chicken sandwich. What the hell? But yeah, the only way also to make stuff cheap is to buy it in bulk and eat it every single day for a week. And also never buy any like fruits and vegetables that will go bad. Also, they're talking about dividend stocks. Do you know how many shares you would need to own before you make any return? Just have all of the money. Duh. Did you consider that? Just have the money first. Duh. So yeah, I just can't. It pisses me off, man. Pisses me off. You know how mad it makes me when I buy like a thing of salad and it's barely been like 3 days. Like I'll buy like the box of greens or I'll buy like some romaine lettuce or something. And it's been like 3 days and I've eaten it every day. And then it's already like wilting. I'm like, God damn it. I just got this. I just got this. God damn it. Anyways, I just wanted to complain about that. I really do. You really don't hate billionaires enough. You don't hate them enough. However much you hate them, it's not enough.